Hey everyone, Alex and Fiejin here, and I'm going to show you how to create a Pro chord format chord chart. Now if you're not sure what that is, it's basically a normal chord chart, but it has the chords embedded into the lyrics so that certain software, for example Planning Center, can take advantage of that format and it can automatically transpose your chord charts into any key you want. And it does that because it's in the Pro chord format. It can keep the chords over the correct word, because sometimes when you transpose a chord chart using software, the chords get shifted around over the lyrics and they are changing in the wrong places. But when you do it in Pro chord format, it anchors the chord to a specific section of the word and it always stays there regardless of the key that you change the song to. So that's what a Pro chord format chord chart is, and I'm going to show you how to create one because I have to create one anyway, so I figured I might as well hit record, and if this video helps someone, great. If you start watching this video and you get 4 minutes in and you're like, okay, I get the point, I know how to do it, then you can bounce at any time, but I'm just going to hit record and let it go until I finish the entire process. So feel free to leave at any time if this video bores you to death. So let's start. I'm in Planning Center. I'm going to click on the Songs tab. I'm going to find the song, which is Firm Foundation. I'm going to hit search, and it's this one here. I'm going to click this. It's going to open the song page, and I'm going to select my arrangement. And you'll see here I already have some chords attached. I have a PDF file for Jesus Firm Foundation in the key of B. Now, this is a great chord chart. If you look at it, it's everything I would ever want in a chord chart. Very clean, easy to read. However, it's a PDF, so this wouldn't change. If I wanted to do the song in B flat or A, and I added a key, that PDF file will not change because it's a PDF. It's locked in time forever and ever. But if I create a Pro chord format and I add keys, no matter which key I add, it'll automatically create a chord chart in that key and it'll have the chords over the right spot. So that's what we're going to do. Click here, lyrics and chords. If you didn't see what I just did, it's this one right here, lyrics and chords. And I'm going to paste my chord chart from my Word doc into this section here. So I've got my chord chart. Come on. I'm going to copy it. Now, I'm not sure what this text box is going to do, so I might have to come back to that. But let's just try. Paste everything in here. So I did Command C to copy, and I'm going to press Command V to paste. So now I've pasted my Word doc chord chart into Planning Center's chords section. I'm going to put some spaces here just to space things out a bit. And it looks like that bridge did not paste, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to select the bridge. Come on. And I'm going to paste this at the bottom. Okay, so now I've got my chord chart in. Now, very important, before you start creating your Pro chord format, you want to make sure that your original key is selected to be the same key as the chords that you pasted into the chord box. Because if this were C, which it actually was before I hit record, it would mess everything up because you're saying original key is C, so the computer thinks it's C, but really it's B, and then when you transpose, everything will be a half step off. So make sure that they match. Another thing that you want to look at too is I love to have my chord charts on one page, and so in the formatting box, you click this, I like to do 2 columns. You can also change your chord color if you want your chords to be a different color. I don't know who set this to blue, but we've just left it like that. So, and I like Arial font because it's kind of cleaner than the other options. So, but I like 2 columns. Sometimes you run into problems where the chords get too long and it kind of makes a line funky. So you have to pay attention to that. But if you have a long song with a lot of sections, 2 columns if you want them to fit on one page. Otherwise, just do 1 column. But that's just something for you to decide. So click that format button again, that goes away. And now we're going to start creating our chord chart. So first of all, I like a little bit of space underneath the header, so I kick that down a bit. And it'll auto refresh and auto update so you can see. And so now we're gonna start embedding these into the lyrics. So how firm a foundation, B, I'm gonna select it and press Command X. That means I cut that chord. And then I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna put my cursor here, click here, and hit this little, on the right side of your keyboard, it's a little bracket. And then I'm gonna press Command V and I'm gonna paste that chord, and then I'm gonna close that bracket. And you'll see now that it's auto updating, and that chord is now anchored to firm, specifically over the I. So how firm a foundation, saints. So we're gonna Command X, cut that E, put the bracket, Command V, and close the bracket. Saints of the Lord. So it changes on Lord. Oops. Okay. So now I've got one line that is anchored to the text. And if you want to be OCD, you can see that Lord is actually, maybe I need to put the B on the other side of the O so that it's on Lord and not Erd. So, but that's just because I'm OCD. And this won't auto refresh if you paste stuff, so you have to like hit spacebar and then backspace, and then it'll auto refresh. So I'm gonna go through the rest of this and paste and stuff, and if you want to bounce, you can. There will probably be some sections where I'll need to troubleshoot, and so if you want to keep watching and see how I troubleshoot those sections, great. Another thing that I like to do is I like to have no space between the header and then the chord. I don't know, I don't like to have wasted space on a one-page chord chart, so I prefer it to look like this. So okay, so I'm gonna go through the rest of this chord chart, and if you want to keep watching, you can. And if I don't talk, I'm sorry. Is late for oops. Another thing that I will say is I actually have one of my staff members play through these. Whoa. So see, something's funky here, huh? What's going on? Maybe 2 columns won't work. Let's see what's going on. I actually have a staff member play through these for me to make sure that it is correct. Whoa, that's why. Now let's see if that works. All right, that's correct. So it looks like I'm gonna have to delete extra spaces after I'm finished moving the chords in there. I guess another option would be not to copy and paste, but to just type them. One more can be said to, and then I can just delete the second line above it and see if that's actually faster. He has said. So now let's see if we just delete that, and let's see if that's a better way to do it. Yeah. More can more said to you, he has said. So that is how you do it. And then again, I was saying that I have a staff member play through and make sure that the chords are over the correct words, and if they're not, he fixes them. you don't have to have a staff member to do that. You could ask a volunteer on your team to do that. Even a new beginner person can figure that much out. So that way, when you print them out for the band, it's all correct. So, all right, I'm going to keep at this here. For refuge to Jesus has. Now here I have these markers. I think like it's an 8 count. I think I just do it like this, but we'll find out here. Let's see what happens. Okay, that didn't. Looks funny, huh? So this is where the 2-column thing sometimes doesn't work. You see how I ran out of room? Maybe I can just try moving the B back a few spaces and hope that that's enough space for it to fit on one line. Let's see what happens. Oh no, see? It's not gonna fly. Okay, well the other option is just to take out cool. That looks like no, because look, you see that? To you who for refuge. Well, you can break it to you who for refuge. And then you could do this. So this is where you have to get creative. And you may say, wow, this is like such a headache and such a pain. It is, but once you're done, when you go to change a key in Planning Center, like you're like, oh man, I really wish this song were in B flat because it matches the other songs. Then literally you click add a key and it automatically puts the chord chart in. So it ends up saving you time. So it's more work up front, but it pays off big at the end. So to you for refuge to Jesus have fled. 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Cool. So I'm just gonna keep going. If you want to hang in with me to the end, you can. You'll get to know me better, that's for sure. Hopefully I don't cuss or anything. Just kidding. He's God, I sustain and strain. Fear not, he is with us, so be not dismayed. For he is our God, our sustainer and strength. Be our defender and cause us to stand. Upheld by his merciful, held by his merciful arm. So let's see how this one handles it too, if it's too much. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to break this down into 2 lines as well. Allah is merciful. Almighty. Get rid of this. So he'll be our defender and cause us to stand, upheld by his merciful almighty hand. 2, 3, 4. Well, so that's what we got to do to keep it in the 2-column format. We got to break it apart. So so it looks like it inserted a space there because I guess I can put a couple spaces like that and a dash, so it's how firm our foundation. So same thing, I'm going to put some spaces and a dash and then put the B in between like that, and you can see. Let me erase this so that you can see. I hope this is helpful. Anybody still there? All right. How firm our foundation, how sure our salvation. I might even do a few more spaces. Just so it looks cleaner. Maybe that's too many. It's a judgment call, guys. You can do whatever you want. We will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. Oops. So let's see, we and we. So see, this is, I have it in between here and it's looking funny. So I'm actually going to put it before the W and see if that's better. We will not be shaken. And this kind of looks funny, so I might put this in between here. Now let's see what that looks like. That's better. Will not be shaken. And then we'll do the last line of the chorus. Jesus. Day. And the end of that foundation needs to have the count, 8 count. So we'll see if it likes that. Now you don't have to put the 8 count for your band, but I like my band to know, yeah, we're holding this before we go back to the verse. So let's see what happens here. Oh, it looks like it barely fits. So let's delete this. There it is, 8 count. Cool. So we've only got a verse and a bridge to do. So this will be interesting here because I've got a note to go to the chorus. So we'll see how that how we can make that look right. It's an experiment. You guys are experimenting with me. Soul that is trusting in Jesus as Lord. And I bet, you know, I don't do a lot of these, but I bet you get faster if you do them more often. We'll press on during the darkest of storms, and though even hell should endeavor to shake, he'll never forsake. 2, 3, 4. He'll never know. You know what? If I'm smart, oh, whatever. That'll get confusing. Never. Copy this. So now I need to figure out, what do I do with this 2 chorus thing here? So it looks like everything fits. He'll never, no, never, no, never forsake. He'll never, no, never, no, never forsake. And then I want to say 2 chorus under here, so hopefully this fits on another line. And I can... Nope, it's going to go to the top, isn't it? Yeah. So what that means is I'm going to have to probably push this whole verse 3 down until it reaches the other column. A couple more. And then, so now I've got verse 3 at the top. I might even push it down twice more. And then I'm going to go grab this thing, paste it here, and move this over to the very edge, probably like right there. See what happens. Nope, that was too much. A couple less. Almost. I'm trying to move this up here. There. Cool. So I'm not sure if that looks good or not. I might actually push it down a whole line. See what happens. Yeah, so that looks good. So now we've got the bridge and that's it. We're done. Wow, thanks for hanging in there if you're hanging in there. If you made it to the end, I want you to email me and tell me that you made it to the end. Alex@worshipleadertraining.com. Say, I made it to the end of your boring Pro Chords tutorial. And if I'm feeling nice, maybe I'll figure out something nice to do for you. So Alex@worshipleadertraining.com. Let me know you made it to the end. Age to age he stands. Faithful to the end. And if you find any errors in this chord chart, then you're even cooler. All may fade. This one I'll probably have to space out a little bit. He will remain. He will remain. Remain. I'm going to push this down also. Maybe a little further. Okay, and since I have a little bit of room here now, I might actually put another space here and another space here. Just to kind of keep things separated. And there you go, you got a Pro Chord format chord chart that will automatically transpose into any key and will keep the chords anchored over the correct words. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. And again, if you made it to the end of this, you are a hero. Email me and let me know, alex@worshipleadertraining.com. God bless you guys. Keep up the good work. Be administratively excellent so your teams can succeed. Peace out.